In the States, it's called a flashlight. Here in the UK, it's referred to as a torch. In this episode, we're going to have a look at one of my favorites, and I think one of the best. Stay tuned. This is the Coast TX10, and it's a small, hand-sized torch, flashlight, and you'll notice it has a number of buttons going around. It's LED, and it has half a dozen LEDs in it, but this one has different colors. Now, this button here, which has I don't know if you can see it properly, is a black and white checker pattern, is slightly textured, which allows you to find this button in the dark. To its left is red, to its right is green, and on the bottom is blue. Pressing the checkered one, we have a very bright light coming out of the middle and these two LEDs. And then this one to the right is green, to the left is red, and the bottom one will give off a blue light. And if I just shine these down here, you'll probably see the color better. So that's the white light, the red light, the green light, and the blue light. I will say that those buttons are super sensitive, so it's really easy to switch this thing on accidentally. So if you're putting it into a pack or some such, it needs to be packed carefully so you don't accidentally burn out your batteries. The batteries themselves, just unscrew this, are AAA. It has a little cartridge that takes 3 AAA batteries, and that just pops in and screws back together, and it is sealed with O-rings and such, so it's reasonably waterproof. Now, I myself find this extremely useful for camping and other outdoor activities, not least because if I'm around the camp and I want some proper light, that white light is reasonably bright and it allows me to see what I'm looking at. If I'm trying to be a bit stealthy and I don't want animals to notice me or not draw attention to myself at night so that I don't make a target of myself, I find the blue light is extremely useful because blue light, like red light and green light, by themselves will not destroy your night vision. At the same time, blue light is seen by animals and even people from a distance as looking like little more than a pool of moonlight in the woods. So it doesn't draw as much attention to itself as a red light would, for example. But the red light, as well as the green light, work extremely well when used in conjunction with each other. If you are a hunter and you are looking to do blood trailing, one of the things I like about this particular torch is that I can actually have, because it has individual buttons for each color, I can turn the red and green light on simultaneously. And for something like blood trailing, if you're a hunter, it's extremely useful because it will make anything red stand out in the background extremely well. Have a look at this. This torch is excellent for blood trailing because by having both the green and the red light on at the same time, the blood becomes very obvious. If you were just using the green light, or alternatively you were just using the red light on its own, it's really not very clear where that blood is, but the contrast of the green and the red by having those two lights on makes it very visible. Another way that you might find this torch useful is because each color is individually controlled. By toggling the red light, it helps to make the blood flash a bit. So there you go, the Coast TX10. As I say, there are a number of flashlights or torches that you can buy that have multiple colors, but not so many where you can operate 2 colors simultaneously. In fact, I could potentially operate all of the colors on this individually, independently, in conjunction with each other. So it allows for certain illumination situations that are useful. One of the problems, for example, with using red light, as we were taught to do in the military for map reading, is that anything red on that map you won't be able to see. But again, as with the blood trailing, if you have two colors on at once, say the red and the green, or the blue and the red, or what have you, if you have multiple colors switched on, you're able, or if you cycle through them even, you can read that map and see the things that, oh, this other color, it's invisible. You'll be able to see the details on that map a little bit better without having to destroy your night vision, because the moment you turn the white light on, your night vision goes. So it's a useful tool. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting and enjoyable, and we'll have another video for you about this time next week, hopefully. We're trying to build the number back up. As some of you know, I've had some health issues and it's reduced the number of videos recently, but I'm trying to pick that back up, and I have a very interesting series coming up. So I hope you not only just like and perhaps comment, but if you haven't already, please subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll see when those new videos come up, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. In the meantime,